Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Jeff nails another draft day.
Nailed it.
Top 5 has 98. I just loves some Kevin James.
Fucking Kevin James.
It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's the history of bad. That's right. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the history of bad ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the history of bad ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke. Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 443. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
I'm Jim.
And I'm soon to be promoted intern, maybe.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
The producer?
I'm not sure.
Let's not get that far, Jim. Come on.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Okay, moving on.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'll think about it next week. Whoa.
You know what,
Wow.
Blake and I were talking about this.
Yeah.
We talked a long time this week about it.
We
I
did.
think we're going to have to push it till next week. We're kind of like Congress.
Yeah.
We're going to push it until we get back from vacation.
Correct.
I wasn't sure I had any say since Jeannie already spoke.
Correct.
Who's Jeannie?
Who's
Genie of Hobie.
who's that?
Oh, that's right.
Genie of Hobie.
That's right.
Hobie
We do
royalty.
She is Hobie royalty.
Self-anointed.
So, I'm going to start off with some big news here.
Ooh,
Actually, I'm not. Start talking amongst your. I gotta find it first.
big news. Big news.
Start talking amongst ourselves, but not to the listeners.
Well, that's fantastic podcasting right there, Jason.
Okay, intern Brian, you finished Ozark.
Yeah.
Remember what my conversation was last week? My question to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you think?
You didn't see his tweet.
He did, but he wanted to
My Facebook post, yeah.
I saw the
Facebook-
Facebook
yeah.
post, yeah.
I don't think he was too happy with it. Yeah.
I was so disappointed.
We won't spoil it for people because it's a series finale. Well, how long ago did it come out?
How many weeks has it been since it
2
came
weeks,
out?
I think.
Okay, then you can spoil it.
All right.
Yeah, I think
Fast forward
But
and
I mean, this
skip.
is also one where they dump like
four
episodes
they
at
did
once.
Well, it's the
7,
final 8.
actually.
Or final
Yeah,
7?
They did 7,
Yeah.
7 the first half, 7 the second
Try
half.
not to spoil it. Like talking generalities. If you
I think
can.
we got
It's-
2 more weeks of non-spoilers.
It's hard. It's hard to talk about it without spoiling it, but
Did it ruin the series, Brian?
I won't say that it completely ruined the series for me, but it just didn't. Like I don't know.
It didn't land?
Just wasn't what I want. Like I know it wasn't what I wanted, and that's not here or there, but it just felt wrong.
yeah, well, think about the
I felt dirty.
Well, think about the conversations in regards to families and getting away with things.
I can't believe he was
Yeah.
elected
Right?
president.
This is us.
He was only a senator.
Yet he's going to be president.
There's like one episode left.
He's going to be president. There's 2 episodes.
there you go.
Tomorrow night and then the next week.
Anti-heroes, right? You're like, hey, these are good people, and you realize they keep doing bad things, and at what point are they no longer good people? Now they're bad. And then you're kind of like rooting for them to get out of their bad problems.
Yeah,
And the way to get out of it is, again, by doing something
even worse,
bad.
or continuing to
Well,
do
right?
bad things.
It's like Orlando Jones said in, Replacements. It's quicksand. You just keep, sliding down and down and down.
Correct. I mean, you
No,
go...
Orlando Jones was afraid of spiders.
Oh, that's right. He was afraid of
yeah,
smoke.
that
Keanu
was-
Reeves.
Keanu Reeves
was,
was afraid of
That was
quicksand.
Shane Falco.
Shane Falco was afraid of quicksand.
Idiot.
Wasn't anybody else thinking
Oh, I hate
quicksand was
quicksand.
going to be a bigger problem in life growing up?
Yes.
I saw that meme. Yeah, I did. When I was a kid, I was scared shitless of quicksand.
We almost lost a $200 hand card.
Wow.
Oh,
Down the hall.
No,
that's a great
Nope.
from a great movie.
That was a quote. From
You
a
have been
great
canceled.
movie.
You have been canceled.
No, I haven't.
But odds are that line was written by Richard Pryor.
Anyways,
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
I just didn't like the way that certain things ended for certain people.
Well, you knew certain people were going to get whacked.
oh,
It was there.
whoa. In Ozark?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
No.
I was holding.
I was going to say you knew somebody would, but you didn't know which somebody
You know,
would.
it's somebody that's finally getting their redemption story, getting their, redemption
Yeah.
back, and then you knew they were going to get whacked.
like it was too good
You
to be
didn't know
true.
that, though.
Yeah. What's
You
that?
didn't- you didn't know they were lining it up so so you didn't think they were going.
No, because
That's how I felt.
It felt like they
No.
were they were pushing the story, and this person will be redeemed, and this person will have the good ending.
but you
And then they took that from you.
but well, exactly. And Marty even tried to warn them
You're making a Deadpool movie?
about what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But
Marty was, like,
Wendy
not a
Bird
good
Wendy
cop.
Bird was willing to, she's a horrible person. She was willing to kill or overscrew or fuck anybody over anything to get what
Wendy-
she needed
she
to,
was the wife,
to
right?
quote unquote protect her family. You
Wendy
know.
was always going to be the one that you don't want to cross at the end of the day. And I haven't seen the final season,
Yeah.
but it was being built that she was so, under the radar, and then you start realizing what her backstory was, what she used to do for a job, and
Yeah.
then it's just like, she is not the one you want to mess with.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
all right.
It just wasn't.
It was kind of fitting because how else are you going to end it unless it's
Musical
in
number.
a complete annihilation
and a
or
musical
something? You know what I
number
mean?
would've been good. I was thinking that's what they were going to do, a complete annihilation.
Well, yeah, and
the one person you wanted to cheer for is going to walk out of it.
Well,
That's how it felt like.
And the one guy, and the one person who they thought they had solved their problem goes back and basically does their little redemption thing, saying, you can't do this, you can't get away with this, and all this kind of stuff, and blah blah blah. I wanted this so much, et cetera, and then the ending that happens, and it blacks out, kind of like Sopranos. Like, okay, this is it. You see what happens, and boom, that's it. And you're like, you know what? There's no end to the Bird story because they're going to continually do bad things because they're no longer good people anymore. And you go so deep into the evil that you can't get out. Right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
But that being said, as you talked about spin-offs of Ozark,
Potential spinoffs.
who would you want to see? Is it going to be what? The FBI agent? What happens with her? Because her story wasn't... Fuck, I'm spoiling it. Her story wasn't completely wrapped up, but you know where she stood.
Right.
And you know what happens at the very end and how that actually has an effect on that arc, right?
Yeah. I honestly, after finishing it, I don't know what they could do to keep it going.
I want the backstory of the very first season of the guy they moved into his house that lived in the basement.
Buddy?
His prequel.
Buddy's I want his prequel.
You want Buddy's prequel?
He did some bad shit, and I want to see it.
I could go with prequel stuff. I wouldn't want to see spin-offs or arcs because sometimes it's good just to let the story end.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I
this-
guess maybe like a prequel prior to everything that led them up to going to the Ozarks, I guess, would be all right.
How about just Jason Bateman as an accountant? Every day, just goes into work.
Sorry.
They did 2 of those movies. They're called Horrible Bosses.
Yeah.
I thought you meant The Accountant with Ben Affleck.
No, but the Buddy's influence was a good twist in regards to the Ozark stories, and I think a prequel. I would watch a prequel with Buddy.
Yeah,
That's true.
that actually would be
I
pretty
would.
good.
Be interesting.
In breaking news, Jeff, you're interested in this. 2015 Comic-Con from Entertainment Weekly, Heroes Reborn is coming back.
Yeah, we talked about that 7 years ago.
It's reborn.
Do you think it would be good? Why am I getting... That's mine, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's yours.
Chewbacca's
Yours
calling.
makes the big ding. A
Ask-
big bag.
Ask and ye shall receive.
A
So,
large bag of Jolly Rancher gummies.
Gummies.
Um.
And some sours.
So here's the big news, and I will only agree to it if you guys have to agree. You guys have to agree to this.
Whoa.
What the fuck are we agreeing to?
Brian came up with a great idea.
Hour.
Came up with a great idea. Don't mute me. Drop. I'm Megan. Drop that segment.
Oh, my God.
And add the Hobie a cappella TV theme songs to the rotation.
Well, I would vote for that in a heartbeat.
So, I'm not going to sing them because I don't know.
Anything
much.
that gets rid of I'm Megan and allows me to sing. Sure.
I'm not saying I'm Megan won't come back, but it will not be in a regular loop like it's been.
I vote yes.
Brian,
What are
Blake?
what are we replacing it with again?
Last week when Jim, and I think it was Jim and Jeff, right? Sang sang TV theme songs,
Okay.
a cappella.
1,000%.
Okay, Jim,
In.
Blake.
I'll say in because eventually Henno or Dr. Bednar can write underscore music for it.
You know what? Well, it's different music every week. You know what? There you go. Next week will be I'm Megan's last segment for a long time.
Why
Can't
next week?
today's be it?
Can't the thing you just said 2 minutes ago be the last?
Hold on,
I'm
let me
Megan
do
here?
10. Give me 15 seconds. Hi, Harry. I'm gonna smack you.
I quit.
No. Oh, damn it. I got chlamydia. That's it.
You cut it short. Okay.
Yeah, that's what she said. There you go. No more. I'm Megan. She went the way of Hunter. Ah. She'll be back though.
Went the way of boardroom.
You know what? We listen to our fans. So next week, you guys have to pick a theme song to a TV show to do.
I mean, we could do that.
Okay. Okay.
I can't make it next week, by the way. That's what I'm listening to.
Just because of that.
What might be right for you may not be right for some. A man is born, he's a man of means. Then along come two. They've got nothing but the genes, but they got different strokes it takes. Different strokes it takes. Different strokes to move the world. Yes, it does.
Okay. There you go. Look at that, Brian. Good job.
Do Great American Hero again next week because that's one's great. I love that song.
You just want us to sing the same one over and over? That won't
Why
get-
not?
Especially with us singing it?
It is a really
We
good
don't want
song.
you to hate the song.
It is a good song.
Here's the story
Of a lovely lady.
of a man named Brady.
What? It was a lovely lady was first.
I think the lovely lady is first.
Yeah.
I know a song.
I think they do the girls before the boys, don't they?
That's what she said.
Oh, no.
3 boys of his own. Yeah, they were 4 men living all together.
Yeah.
They were all alone.
Yep.
We're all alone. Yeah.
It's okay, Jim. Happens to the best of us. You got Briggered.
Till the one day when the lady met that fellow, and they knew there was much more than a hunch. That this crew must somehow form a family.
Or a mob.
That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. That's the way we became the Brady Bunch.
Well then, speaking of TV shows, anybody watch? It just came out today. The trailer for She-Hulk.
Nope.
No.
Brian Al also has another question. Don't care if you guys seen it or not. Just tell us what you think about it.
No, I didn't know we were doing a special listener feedback
From
featuring
Brian Al.
Hour.
Yeah. Hey, he got rid of I'm Megan. I was giving him
The Brian Hour.
Hour.
I think it's great, and I so want to see it, even though I've never seen the trailer.
I did see it. I posted it on our Facebook page at the History of
saw
Bad
that,
Ideas.
and I was going to click on it, but something else distracted me, and I forgot to go back.
A red laser pointer.
Could have been.
That
I'm
could be.
not verifying or denying.
Piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
But when
James Woods.
when She-Hulk,
James Woods have distracted
when
you.
She-Hulk gets big, what clothes rip off her body like the regular
They show
Hulk?
the high heels being split in the commercial in the trailer. So
She's smart enough to wear material that
tank
expands
top
with her.
and Lululemon's
in the Marvel comic books,
spandex.
like they did make her that she basically was widely known as She-Hulk. Like her character. I forget what her name was. Is known as She-Hulk as an attorney.
Jessica Walters?
It's Jessica something. I can't remember what it.
The same as the actress.
The same as the actress.
Actress.
Oh, spoiler. A little tease for the top five tonight.
She-Hulk attorney. I object.
Well, the reason is that she defends or defends superheroes and all that stuff.
Oh, She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Superhero attorney.
Actually, the title of the show, the title of the series is She-Hulk Attorney at Law. It is. I'm not kidding. They dumped L.A. Law for this.
Both councils approached
that was
the
your
bench.
Question.
Okay, stay there. Motion stayed.
Well, and basically Hulk, her uncle, I think it's her uncle, isn't it, or cousin? Cousin teaches her. Mark Ruffalo's in it. He teaches her how to control it and all that stuff. The trailer looked very much like the comic book series was. Not super lighthearted, but pretty lighthearted. You never got to see who the bad guy was, and it is going to be more of a comedy type thing. But number one fan Doug did send something in.
Is there a Winnebago in this?
There is not.
Oh.
In it. She basically
That was Shazam, not the Hawk.
in the trailer for She-Hulk. Tim Roth is in it.
Trailer? She runs around in a
Stop
trailer?
it. And somebody online, and number one fan Doug pointed this out, basically the portal in Shang-Chi leads to the containment cell in She-Hulk for Tim Roth's Abomination. So they connect it that way. That's kind of cool. So there you go. But yeah, you know what? It comes out August 17th. I'm okay with it. I'm sure. Let's do it. I don't know.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I think it's enjoyable. I'm hoping it's better than Moon Knight, which I still liked, but kind of on the bottom end of the series.
I haven't finished it yet. And I have no desire to finish it yet. But I'll get around to it.
The last episode was okay. Mm-hmm. So, there you go.
Speaking of trailers, did anybody see The Boys?
Yes.
The trailer for season
I saw
3?
the link to it.
The Butcher gets superpowers for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they make a little formula in the trailer. They show in the trailer that they make a formula that you can become a superhero for 24 hours. Brian, is your assumption that it's obviously going to leak out into the world and everyone's going to have superpowers?
Eventually, yeah.
I think that's awesome. I want to see a world where everybody's a superpower.
Mass
Everybody
chaos.
is special, then nobody is.
Exactly. Thank you, Dash.
It
Mom.
wasn't Dash.
Well, Dad.
And
Everybody's
we get to see Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. The rapper. He's in it.
Soldier Boy?
Yeah. He's the guy from...
Supernatural.
Thank you. Jared. Is that Jared or
Jensen Ackles.
There you go. And he gets a little risque with Homelander in it. So, yeah, it looks good.
It looks really good.
I'm excited.
I feel
Comes
like
out.
it's been forever.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
it's been over a year,
It's been
right?
2 years, hasn't it?
No.
What?
Black Mirror is coming back after 3 years.
I saw that.
But I think this was last year. Jeff's going to find that out, or Jim is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like The Boys. I'm fine with that.
I'm waiting for that and Invincible to come back.
I got to finish that. I
was
really
good.
enjoyed it. I think I have like 2 episodes left. I really liked it,
It
though.
was really good.
Showtime is still pretty decent. If you take it with a grain of salt. I've been watching that still. The LA Lakers one.
Yeah.
October of 2020 is, I think, when the second season was released.
Really? That long ago?
Year and
Wow.
a half then, because it comes out in
June.
July 8th.
They moved it up.
Okay.
June 7th now.
Really
One
did move
whole
it up.
day.
No,
What's the 7th?
That's a month.
That was a
Oh, June or July? Sorry.
June.
34 days.
I just heard 7th to the 8th. I mean, 8th to the 7th.
What?
Yeah.
Anyways, anyone else watch anything?
24 or 6 to 1.
Anyone?
I watched the first episode of Under a Banner of Heaven.
Which one's that?
That is the it's an Amazon or Hulu show about the Mormon the scandal in the Mormon Church.
Oh.
Based on a book written by
Krakauer?
John Krakauer.
Okay. I gotcha.
I thought it was a scandal of things written on golden shekels
No.
nobody's allowed to see.
And stars Spider-Man?
Stars, yeah, Andrew Garfield.
When you said that, I'm like, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire. Who's the Parker Posey or whoever that was from the 70s?
It wasn't him. I never remember the name of the guy, but it's somebody who looks like Parker
Stevenson. Sure, it wasn't Parker Stevenson.
I was called out by Big Dev that it was not Parker Stevenson, so I had to look it up, and I'm like, all these years I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
It was some guy whose name I will never remember.
Did you like it, Jim?
Yeah, I liked it. Again, I've read the book, so I was going to follow.
Is it a miniseries, a TV series, or a movie?
It's a TV series, probably a limited TV series.
Okay.
So I guess probably it's only 2 episodes have been released.
Okay. Okay. Brian, anything?
I watched the newest episode of The Offer.
Okay. Okay.
It's getting way better because they've finally cast the entire family. So like they're finally about to start shooting the movie.
This is the Godfather one that we talked about last week.
It's awesome.
Brian talked about. Dana Gardens, the great bard that it is, was asking about it and your take on it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And I started today Netflix's version of The Lincoln Lawyer.
Oh, did that come out already?
Yeah, it just came out like
Okay.
2 or 3 days ago.
I really enjoyed the book. The book was fun. The movie was okay.
I liked the movie.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey was really good as that character.
And it wasn't like I read the books and then the movie was bad or anything.
Yeah.
It's just, I liked the book a lot better.
Yeah.
And I think it was because, obviously, after reading, you know the twist that they were probably going to make. So you're like, okay. It's kind of like Gone Girl. I was like, whatever. Okay. But was it worth your time?
Yeah, I just watched the first 2 episodes today.
Okay.
That's just kind of like a present day spin on that story.
Okay.
More or less. But that's good.
Has anyone, well, first off, did anyone watch the first season? And has anyone started the second season of The Flight Attendant?
I watched the first season.
We did too. We haven't watched the second season yet.
No,
then.
on both.
Okay.
Nope.
Did you like the first season?
On our list.
I just wasn't sure how they're going to make a second season, but
I thought the first season was good, but I thought it was kind of like the Luke Cage issue and like some of the Marvel ones. Like it was too many episodes. Like you could have cut a couple of the things down.
I thought
think.
it should have been 6 episodes and could have told the whole story.
Yep.
But that was HBO Max's like first scripted like show since right.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's probably why they went bigger.
They probably,
You know?
I think it was 10 episodes or
Yeah,
12.
I think it was 10.
10.
Yeah, and you could have definitely cut it down by a couple. Because they just kept repeating some of the same thing. You're like, So, anything, Jeff? Anything you watch?
Well, I started watching After Party.
Okay.
I don't know if we ever talked about that. I don't remember talking about that one, but it's
I've only seen the prequel. It's called Fire Up.
okay. Cool. Now it's a murder mystery comedy where at a after party after a 15-year high school reunion, the one guy gets killed, and apparently, like each episode is from the point of view of each person at the party.
What's it on?
It is on something. Apple. I think it's on Apple.
What's it on? Something.
Coming this fall to something.
Hobie, the movie. Well, we already cast it, so.
That's true. Jason Segel over there, what do you got?
We tried to finish Ted Lasso before I had to pay Apple $4.99.
And?
We failed.
Did you pay $4.99?
We had a busy weekend.
Did you
Didn't
pay,
help.
Did you pay the $4.99?
This morning, yeah, Apple Pay hit. But that's okay because I want to finish Ted Lasso, and
He's never
I've also
canceling
been
it.
wanting to see Greyhound, the movie.
Yeah, it's
about the World War II and the
Tom Hanks. Yep.
yeah. So
There's a lot of good quality stuff on
Yeah.
Apple TV. It's
That's
well worth
what
it.
Coda is on, right?
Yep.
Watch Coda while you have it.
in Coda, yeah.
Have you seen that?
I'll go ahead and do that. sure.
I didn't see the beginning. I walked
mean-
in when someone else had started, so I saw most of it. But yeah, I would recommend
The morning show was really good.
And After Party.
I've paid for it for the next 30 days, so I might as well, get the most out of
Did
it.
are they making a third season the morning show?
I don't know that Apple has done any of their pickups yet.
Okay. Because don't they have C? C is on that channel too with Jason Momoa.
Yep.
Yes.
That is on Apple
Okay.
as well.
He looked at me weird. I was like, I think that was right?
Was that renewed?
They had 2 seasons?
They did 2 for sure, but again, Apple hasn't picked anything up yet. I don't
That
think.
one was a sticking point with Momoa because he produces it, I think, but his movie schedule is because he did Aquaman 2, he did Peacemaker, That took a lot of time. And
Cameo and Peacemaker took all that time.
and then he was doing something else for DC too. I don't remember what it was though. Justice League, the Zack Snyder official cut. Maybe that.
The Zack Snyder extended cut
12
of the
hours.
But he's also doing Fast 10.
Really? Okay.
He's
Did you
gonna-
ever see Fast 9?
Not yet.
Oh man, I thought you were there opening day.
No.
No?
Or
Didn't make
pre
it.
VIP ticket.
Didn't you get it on DVD or Blu-ray?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's on HBO Max. I just haven't. Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
there you are.
I'm off tomorrow.
There you
So
Yeah.
maybe I'll watch it tonight.
Old is on the M. Night Shyamalan movie. Old is on HBO Max now.
Is that the one we're on the beach?
Yes.
They age
Yes.
prematurely. I mean,
Based
I'd
on,
be interested to watch it, but when I
The-
have free time and don't have anything else because it's M. Night.
The graphic novel, it's a French graphic novel, got really good reviews. Came out in 2014, I think. I wanted to get it, but it's like $55 online, and for like a regular graphic novel, I'm like, no, I'm not paying that.
Sacre bleu!
Yeah.
And you probably couldn't even read it because it's in French.
Oh, I can read it.
Wait until it comes to your library.
What's that?
So I remember you guys talking about Ted Lasso and a lot of people getting upset in regards to season 2 and the dark turn that it takes. And so it is kind of interesting to compare season 1 to season 2 because season 1 was a happy, feel good, happy go lucky, and you're like, yeah, if they stayed in the Premier League, it would have been too little fantastical. But no, they get relegated. So season 2, we start off and I'm trying to remember where the dark turn takes in season 2, or if we already experienced it. But we're at the point where we just finished up the episode where the owner and Sonny hook up after they've been texting blindly back and forth through Binder, was that, or Binder? The Banter, the fictional sponsor of the team now in the app. And so I can see where people from season 1 going to season 2 are like, hey, wait a minute. It's like season 1 is like, hey, we got this one-off deal. Do they sign them up after the success of season 1 with the downloading of Apple?
They
I can't
added
remember.
two episodes.
Yeah, they originally was just to
Yeah.
do 10 episodes, and they added to 12, or I don't remember.
Yeah.
So the only thing I remember people complaining about was that there were 2 episodes that were like standalone-ish and whatnot.
The Christmas episode.
And the first one was Christmas episode.
The Christmas
that everybody
episode,
loved.
we
And
saw
the,
that. Yeah,
and
exactly.
then the Coach Beard
the
episode.
Beard episode.
Okay, don't say anything about the Coach Beard
I'm just saying,
episode.
a lot of people were angry at the Coach Beard episode.
I could possibly see that because I see something coming because I was able to predict Sonny and the
Yeah.
Weddingham getting connected because they set it up with him going to the office and complimenting her about how beautiful she was, etc. And then he did it again later. But now with what they're doing beforehand, it was like, okay, I predicted Roy Kent was going to end up with Keeley. We predicted a thing about Jamie Tart. And then
Jamie
Jamie Tart, Jamie Tart. So and the thing about eventually where it's going to go with Ted and who he ends up with for possibility's sake, which obviously we were wrong in that, but there's still a setup. So it does get dark, and as it's getting dark in season 2, it's like, oh, now it's a full full season show where it's not just about funny. Now you're hitting some serious topics.
there's more drama.
Somebody's going to kill themselves. Is somebody going to commit suicide?
Not really. I'm not sure what dark turn because
I
really
think-
Ted's anxiety.
That's
in
what I was
season
gonna
1
say,
was
like,
when
It's coming out.
It's Ted
Yeah,
anxiety.
It's
Ted's
like
anxiety is
Sassy
pretty much-
Smurf. Oh, sorry.
yeah.
they bring in the therapist, and then
Therapist.
he's like, goes, he has his panic attacks, and he, all
So, I
that
mean,
kind of
yeah,
stuff.
They're exploring.
he's
Ted's
just
anxiety more,
sad,
so
Correct.
and depressed.
It gets
That's the dark.
a little more
that's
serious.
yeah,
but
that's
it's
all serious,
not.
but it's not like
It's not like
Because we're thinking somebody is going to commit suicide.
Do you want us to let you know?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to know, but we're right on a couple things. We're slightly off on the others, but I think we're like episode 6 or 7 where that happens. So he finally opens up. He calls her and he admits about his dad committing suicide at age 16. Jeremy Tart punches his dad in the face like he deserves, and Roy Kent hugs him and blah 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 blah. But anyways, I do want I told my wife. I do want a Roy Kent AFC Richmond jersey for my birthday or Christmas this
There
year.
you go.
is it
So-
time to give Blake the signal?
Oh, that signal.
Yeah, that one. But yeah, he's my favorite character on that.
So you
show.
saw when Jamie
Yeah.
punched his dad in the
Yeah.
face.
That's the episode. That's the last episode we
Because
saw.
the next one's the beard episode.
Okay. All right. And you know something's going on with him because, obviously.
Yeah.
But I always thought something's going to happen with Nate because he seems to be way too sensitive and he was getting way too stoked about the positive social media about him and it went to his head. And then he saw a negative post and then he was a dick, to his eventual replacement as the gear guy. And then, what's coming up, I think, with Nate. But anyways, yeah, so I don't know.
We'll see. There is more to Nate's story.
All right.
He's a wanker.
A
No,
yanker?
that's Ted
Ted's the
Lasso.
wanker.
Ted's the
Wanker.
Wanker.
Hey, wanker.
Hey, wanker.
Before we get into the news of the geek, or what do you got? What do you do? You do listener feedback.
Twitter poll of the week.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me do the Twitter poll
But
of the week.
before we do that, what do you want to say?
No, we'll do the
Sorry.
Twitter poll of the week here.
All right.
Twitter poll of the week is because Jeannie of Hobie is trying to promote intern Brian. Hobie listeners, help us decide. Does Brian deserve a promotion? Now, she did say Brian, Brian. There is Brian in accounting. He has done a tremendous job. And you know what? Jeff and I
I have
talked
to disagree because
I fired Brian in accounting yesterday.
after you promoted him?
Yep.
That's a very Montgomery Burns thing to do.
He hasn't been paying any of us.
I got IOUs last week.
I fired him last week or yesterday.
Oh, great. So if nobody gets IOUs this week, can thank Jim. Well, that's our promotion for the week. Okay, moving on. I will say that 57% of the fans said yes. Well, actually, they said, I guess.
Well,
Because that was the most
because
enthusiastic
that's
response they could.
that's the response that you gave them to choose.
I didn't do that. You made the list.
I did not make
Said,
this poll.
I guess. I mean, that doesn't sound like a ringing endorsement.
29% said ask us next week. 7% said hell no or intern Gary deserves it.
If intern Brian would have filled out the answers would have been, does Brian deserve? It would have been yes, hell yes, of course, and
It's about
yes.
time. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I don't think he's that good of an intern to actually do that. I think he actually did make this poll. So
I did not.
I don't know about that. Well, we'll decide next week.
Yeah,
anyway,
Now you're
let's-
slacking on the
let's talk about it
poll-making
next
parts
week,
of
yeah.
your job?
yeah, what do you do around here?
Yeah.
You don't want to know.
Well, guess we're going to wait till next week then. Forget that. Ah, jeez. Oh, no. Bring those Jolly Ranchers back.
If you want us to consider next week, you better leave those there.
Jason will just put it this way.
Yes.
You don't want to see the cow getting butchered when you enjoy your hamburger.
Okay, I got you.
I thought you were going to say milk.
I thought you were going to your Tommy Boy
The
thing.
dead cow doesn't give you milk.
I can stick my head up a cow's ass and a
I can
butcher's
put my
ass.
head up a butcher's ass.
I mean,
I still like when he takes the two trucks and the guy's thing and, oh my God.
and there's some guy in the corner, the rookie guy in the corner going, "Bleh, bleh."
He catches fire. Great show.
What are you guys referencing?
So if
Tommy Boy.
snorting out set
Oh,
fragments and lighting
shit.
things on fire is your way of selling.
Oh, yeah.
So we did
Right.
get something. This is courtesy of my daughter. Icy new it's new blue raspberry flavored cream. So it's like Oreos, but icy, and they're
they
off
do
brand.
come in the red flavor too.
Yeah, we decided to go blue because it looked more disgusting.
Is it from Oreo or
No.
is it? Yeah, I'm gonna say it's not.
It is from
Icy.
From Icy.
Yeah.
It's icy cookies. Ooh.
2 cookies is 140 calories, so healthier than Oreos.
I think the Oreos gives you a bigger serving size.
Does it?
It looks the same.
Look like Oreos.
Well, does it say 2 cookies on an Oreo pack?
We have an Oreo pack right there. I don't know.
They look purty.
So they're blue with a kind of like a cream.
Yeah, 2 cookies on the Oreo pack.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay. So they're blue.
Oh, they just smell so bad.
It smells
Really?
like an icy.
Oh, I love that smell.
Oh, it does smell like an icy.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it is
try.
an
I'm
icy
gonna eat
flavor.
the cookie first.
The cookie's like a vanilla wafer. Has icy written on it, and on the other side it has a creepy bear or a child or
The icy mascot.
is it? Kind of looks
Yes.
like the Jesus manger.
It's a bear. The icy mascot is a bear.
Well, I know that,
Sticking
but it
out of the
doesn't-
cup. Is that what the sticking out of the cup?
Yeah.
Okay. I took a bite of the whole cookie.
Yes.
Eating them both at once.
Uh huh.
I think it might be less than the sum of its parts.
Okay.
Like I think I might like the cream and I might like the cookie, but
But,
together I don't think they're really going well.
They definitely do smell like an icy.
It does.
Brian?
The cream by itself's good.
I don't know yet.
Well, the lingering taste gets better, like blue cotton candy.
Oh, it fizzes. It pops and fizzes like it says. Like an icy.
My God, it actually says pop and fizz of a classic icy.
Yeah.
And you're surprised that it actually delivers?
I'm
on that?
actually surprised that advertising is true.
That it actually, they throw like pop rocks in there?
That's not bad. Oh, there's a pop. I'm not sure. It's everybody's kind of sitting here stunned.
I think I like the cream on its own better than eating it with the cookie.
Yeah, the cream as a standalone is pretty good. The cookie itself is okay.
It's a regular cookie.
It's a cookie.
Oh,
Okay,
I mean,
now I'm going to try it together because I ate it separate.
I'll eat them.
Brian, what do you think? You're through 2 of them now almost. I don't know if I would eat more. That's the issue.
3 will be my limit.
I gave you 2.
Jim gave me. You didn't give me any.
Oh.
Jim gave me.
I pulled out 4 to
Oh.
give to Blake and Brian to pass it down, and then you threw your hand out and threw cookies at Blake.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't literally throw them. I don't think I would eat any more of these.
3 is enough.
Yeah.
It's actually. It's just. I don't. It's not my favorite.
There's nothing special.
No.
If they're in front of me, I'll eat them.
Yeah.
I mean, I could eat that whole package right now.
Yeah, I could go.
But I would say, yeah, I don't think I this time I like ate the cream and then I just ate the cookie. Not a big fan of the actual cookie.
Yeah, the cookie. It has a weird aftertaste.
It's kind of like the old generic ones like my grandma would make, or buy, at the grocery
I think
store.
they're better than those.
You think?
yeah.
At least the ones my mother bought.
Okay.
Yes. Those generic
Yeah.
sandwich cookies were terrible.
I'll try 2 more.
Let's go with 2 more.
The middle part is good.
Yeah, I like the middle part.
The outer part's okay. I mean, if they're there, I'll eat them.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. We'll get the red ones next week.
That should go on the advertising.
What's
If
that?
They're there, I'll eat them.
Icy cookies.
Hobie says.
If they're here, we'll eat them.
Sure. Blake, give me some listener feedback.
All right. That sound means it's time for the bomb listener feedback brought to you by NASA sending nudie pics into space.
I missed this.
I think, can we talk about the timing of this?
What the hell happened?
NASA wants to they're sending more digitized nudie pics of humans into space in order to make contact with alien beings at pretty much the same time that the House of Representatives are holding UFO discussions.
Why are they sending nudie pics?
By nudie pics, you're talking about like scientific pictures of the human body, not like a
Naked
girl in
man and naked woman soft porn, yes.
not like a boudoir, you know.
Not like an OnlyFans butthole picture.
They're sending Emmanuel in space. That's what they're sending.
Although an OnlyFans butthole picture would be more appropriate for
You know who doesn't have one of those? Josh Gad.
But I mean, pretty much like the pictures that they put on the Voyager.
The
launch
Voyager. I was going to say, didn't we already put nudie pics into space on the Voyager?
But we didn't beam them. We physically put them.
It is on a vinyl record player.
Josh
I
Gad.
think they were gold discs.
Oh,
though,
gold discs.
so.
Oh, yeah, like the Mormons.
Josh Gad was on Good Morning America today, and the first thing I thought of, that guy does have a butthole. First thing I thought, guy does have a butthole. Look at this guy. How do you poop?
But-
George Stephanopoulos never asked.
I know we'll make it when somewhere along the line Josh Gad will hear he doesn't have a butthole.
Let me tweet him and see what he says.
I was like, George, why did you not ask the hard-hitting question? How do you poop? You don't have a butthole. Anyways.
But why do we want to make active contact with it? I understand the SETI program of listening.
No. We talked about this. We had an article about this about 4 months ago.
Yeah.
That who was it? Einstein that said don't do. No, Isaac asked.
No. It was
Stephen Hawking.
Hawkins.
Yeah.
It's like
He's
why?
like, do not make
Do not make contact.
Please do not make contact. And they're like, fuck you. What do you know?
These are my dying words. Do not make contact.
These are my dying. Our battery died. Damn it.
Shit. He said, what did he say? He said, don't touch aliens?
He said, send nudes.
I think he said, send nudes.
I think he said it. Good. Send nudes.
Send them nudes out. Beam them out. Reverse all the satellite dishes from accept to transmit.
I want them to.
I mean, you do aliens are horny already. They do all this anal probing. I mean, what the fuck are we trying to do here?
Josh Gad is protected. He's not
Wait, I thought you said annual probing.
No, anal probes.
Oh, sorry.
Anal probes.
Well, it could be anal probings. Who knows?
You know, I got my son-in-law the best. I got my son-in-law
Nope.
the best Christmas joke. I buy joke T-shirts, and I gave to my son-in-law. This is an alien. It had a spaceship UFO with a tractor beam on it. And the tractor beam, there's a person like flying up there. And across the top of the shirt, it says, "Ask me about my butthole."
You couldn't get that for Josh Gad.
You couldn't get that for Josh Gad.
No.
No, you could get it for Josh Gad when people ask him.
We
he'll
could
say, "I ain't got
eventually,
one."
yeah.
Look, I just tweeted him and asked him, so we'll see if he responds.
I hope he does. He seems like a fine fellow.
He does.
He sounds like Of course, they did ask him on Good Morning America today, when are you going back to Broadway? Because he was in Book of Mormon. And he's like, when they pay me enough. And then he's like, no, I'm kidding. And it's like, are you? I don't think you are. Yeah. He's like, in about a year or two. But it was just...
No. He's telling the truth. By paying me enough, it could be $8.
Correct.
If that's
Correct.
enough.
Correct.
Now,
They didn't
Book of
pay
Mormon
me,
2.
They don't have to pay me $15.
I will say Josh Gad is somebody that might have made my top 5 list today if they would just give him shows to be on.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
He should be on a regular show.
He seems like a nice person. He really does.
I think he's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, especially for somebody that doesn't have butthole, you think you would be cranky.
But I think the butthole thing is like fairly recent. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, he used to have a butthole?
maybe. I don't know, but it just seems like that has become just fairly recently developed or discovered
Undeveloped,
news.
I guess you could say.
Or undeveloped news.
Well, I like.
Jesus.
I guess the soft porn that they sent into space by NASA was okay because they were stepbrother and stepsister.
Oh, no.
Who did they show? Set it up.
It was sponsored by Pornhub. So, see? There you go.
Stop it. I knew where you were going. Stop it. Stop it.
So,
Can we edit that out?
Nope.
No,
From
too
this
late.
point on. Doug,
we
what do you
still
got?
haven't actually started
Yeah.
listener feedback.
Doug says, former WWE wrestler Hurricane Helms stated recently that 2 of the other names he thought about going with before Hurricane Helms was Christian Sky Walker, space in between there, and Sebastian Bombastic.
Sebastian Bombastic.
What names
Mr.
would you give
Bombastic.
each other for wrestling? I like the Sebastian Bombastic. I thought that was a fun name. Sebastian. What would we give each other our names?
Well, Jim already has the perfect wrestling
that?
name, the Power Bottom.
That's true. Good call.
That's a very well.
And I think we know what Jeff's is.
What's that?
We do.
Cruiserweight?
He is the luggage.
The
I am the
luggage.
Okay.
JEFF.
Yeah.
Just Jeff.
Yeah. J.E.
I don't like that.
Jason is that non-selling bitch.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had Jason as the master impressionist,
Oh.
That's right.
or the master
Impressionator.
the impressionation.
The impression.
I like the impressionator.
I am the impressionator.
That's a very 1990s Vince McMahon name.
And you know your shtick could be, impersonating other people's signature wrestling moves.
Oh.
But pulling it off very horribly.
Butchering them.
And then
Look, I'm going to do a figure 4 leg lock, and then actually get yourself in it.
I tap.
You did the reverse figure 4. It hurts you. It's fine. You give up yet? What's Blake's, Brian? What do you got?
Sergeant Oak.
I like that one.
Who wants some buried wood?
That's right.
Especially if it was the buried wood.
Blake, you
I want
can't
to bury my wood. Oh, wait, hold on.
you can't say that on WWE. It's a family show. Damn it!
You know, I'm several episodes behind.
On wrestling?
Since we started recording again.
Wait.
No.
What?
The history Curse of Oak Island.
WWE is editing stuff because it's a family
They're
show?
PG now.
What? Well, then now, like within the last 3 months.
3 years. They still have once in a while some things, but yeah, they're trying to be PG.
They did have Val Venus.
Hello, ladies. It's actually not bad.
I still love the Twitter page of Rick Rude getting atomic dropped in the nuts.
Yes.
All this is show.
All of his.
Simply ravaging.
They also have one before it came out that Mongo McMichael is suffering from a disease, but like they still have it like all of his wrestling matches,
All of his botches.
and all of his botches and like oversells. It is tremendous.
Has he tried to sell?
He did.
He did. He just couldn't. I mean,
Yeah.
he sold more than Jason did.
I don't sell. Call me the taker. What else you got here, Blake? What else?
Oh, I'm allowed to read listener
Yes.
feedback again?
Yes.
What would my wrestling?
Oh, yeah, your wrestling thing. Go ahead.
No, I'm
Oh, you're asking us.
You'd be the
Ask
The
us,
intern.
ask us next week.
maybe the most electrifying intern in podcast history.
Wait, he would be the intern, but that could be the introduction. I like that.
Okay.
And now entering the ring, the most intensive, is that what you said?
Electrifying.
Electrifying. The most electrifying intern in podcast history.
But the problem is he'd come out for his episode, and then Mike Tenay would be like, "We're out of time."
Come back next week.
His music would start with.
Bang, 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 bang.
And we're out of time.
You're halfway down. They're like, "What?"
Brian's walk-up music would be an old modem call dial-up.
What was the meme that we just came across about the internet? We shared it.
Back in the old days, you would actually have to kill a robot, and then you would have to listen to it dying to start it up. Also, Jeff, back to the Spider-Man thing we talked about earlier. It is Nicholas Hammond.
Okay.
I think that was right. Hold on.
That sounds right.
Yeah, there it is. So,
I'll forget it next time you ask me.
well, I would too, but you know, Nicholas Hammond is it. Okay, what else you got, Blake?
Janie of Hobie. Listening to last week's episode, I'm using my power of Hobie. Brian is now producer. Brian, you have been promoted.
Again,
Next week,
Jim fired him.
No.
Brian, B-R-I-A-N.
B-R-I-A-N.
We cleared this up.
Nope, sorry.
I fired Brian in accounting,
Yeah, that's who got promoted.
not Brian the intern.
Jeannie
No,
promoted
this is
Brian
the
with a
producer.
B-R-I-A-N.
He went from accounting to producer.
Okay, so there's a producer
That's right.
spot open now.
We'll talk about it next week.
Next one. This sound only means one thing. It's
Okay.
time from Dev, the Psy guy. When will Hobie be getting an OnlyFans account? What would be on it if you did?
I got to ask the question first. Is there such thing these days as an OnlyFans account that isn't porn?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe they'll go the way of Tumblr.
Our OnlyFans account would consist of them asking us to eat things.
Yeah, like it would, or like in silent, just no sound. It would just be them watching us eat Jolly Ranchers or Oreos.
And Blake
It'd
giving...
be like,
Multiple. They just keep a conveyor belt just adding more and more sweets to eat.
And Blake giving suggestions for YouPorn videos. So, works out well.
no.
I don't think OnlyFans will like that.
You don't think?
No.
No.
I could see that
They
happening.
would, the people would tell us, "Oh, could you eat more Oreos?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Will Jeff eat it?
And then
Could you drink this flaming Cheetos flaming hot Mountain Dew?
No.
I'll give you $150.
But
Yes.
I will say, I would resort to putting my feet out there to pay for gas to get out here every week. Just saying, gas is
There's
expensive.
a big foot fetish thing on OnlyFans, isn't there?
Apparently.
There's a big everything fetish in OnlyFans.
There's even a Josh Gad has no butthole OnlyFans page.
Oh, we will also rate women's breasts the way that some women rate men's penises when they send them pictures.
Okay.
The problem is we got to get women's breast pictures first.
Oh, they have to send them to us, and we will rate them. It'll only be $2.
We will
breast.
we also will be rating male actors' abs too, just to let you guys know
Jason
that.
will be doing the
Yes.
Or not even actors' abs. Men, if you want to,
or
Send your
ab,
ab picture.
or an ab.
you can send Jason on our OnlyFans pictures of your abs, and Jason will rate those.
Find us at Graphic Novice at OnlyFans.
You know, we missed the window of opportunity. We did get a big breasted T-shirt, Hobie T-shirt sent to us that we didn't post or do anything.
We what? Huh?
What? Huh? Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, we did. One of our fans got one of our Hobie shirts.
Yeah.
And they sent us a picture, and they have very large breasts. I don't know
Yes, they did.
who it was. Yeah.
They came via
Yeah.
El Heno.
Yeah.
I rated them 10s.
There you go.
They were.
So thank you, Heno. Thank you, Heno. Moving on. What else we got?
Oh, this next one comes from Besotted Geek.
Oh, Pez lover Besotted.
Besotted. He's sotted. Is the Reds throwing a no-hitter in baseball and losing to the fucking Pittsburgh Pirates the most Pirates thing ever, or the most Reds thing to happen ever?
The Reds did not throw a no-hitter against the Pirates. They threw 8 innings of no-hit ball, but are not credited with a no-hitter. So the question is kind of moot.
Because it technically has to be 9 innings of no-hit ball.
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
a rule they implemented or changed from within the last decade. I
5
think.
days ago. Right before it happened.
It used to be shortened games would count as no hitters.
Yeah, when they do 7
And it
innings.
would count. Rainouts would count as no hitter if they went
Yeah.
that way. But now they say you have to pitch 9 innings, and then and you do get credit if it goes into extra innings, and if you pitch 9 hits of
9 innings.
9 innings of no hit.
Gotcha.
I think they do give you a credit now for pitching 9
Gotcha.
9 no-hit
no-hit
innings.
innings.
If I can speak.
They'll give you
It's not,
credit
like,
for...
it's not like I have to speak clearly to do this.
No.
Is it? Okay.
Has never helped me before. Never has helped me, Jeff. So don't worry about it.
Yes, ma'am.
What else you got?
Shut up.
You must choose to watch one television series for the next week. Which one would you pick? Keeping Up with the
No.
family name who shall not be named?
Yep.
Paris in Love?
Oh.
That's hot.
Cooking with Paris got canceled. Just let everybody.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, one season.
Wow.
You didn't watch it enough, Jason?
I know. I watched it 800 times.
You didn't download it.
There's only 801 watches total.
Yes. The Simple Life,
Oh,
Nope.
Celebrity Big Brother, or The Bachelor.
That's an easy one.
This is an easy one because I watched the Celebrity Big Brother.
stop it.
I don't watch Celebrity Big Brother, but I would watch it if that was my choices of those 5 shows.
I agree. Celebrity Big Brother.
I'd watch Arrow.
You really hate yourself.
How many episodes you up to?
9.
Okay. It gets better after.
Still 9.
It gets better after 24.
Oh, good. So 9 it is.
Brian will finish Arrow once
When you-
Jason finishes Jessica Jones.
You should actually watch the Katie Cassidy directed episode.
I will.
Top notch.
I will.
I'm actually shocked she didn't win an Emmy.
She should have.
That's good. Yeah, for every episode of Jessica Jones Jason watches, Brian has to watch an episode of Arrow.
3 episodes of Arrow because there's that many more.
I like it.
I'm not trying to punish Brian. I'm trying to get Jason to watch Jessica Jones.
Change
Still
approved. Change approved.
I know, but
You can say 10 episodes and Jason still won't watch one.
You don't know that.
I
yes.
do. We kind of do.
Yes, we do.
Damn it. Probably right. Jeff, give me some news of the geek music.
News of the Geek.
Thankfully, I didn't have to answer that question.
Per Deadline. Hey, Deadline. Another classic 1990s comedy is making a comeback. An animated revival of Married with Children, headlined by the original series stars Katie Seagal. Hey, I'm trying to do a show over here.
You can do your show. We're going to eat these toffee Oreos.
We've already had toffee, I think.
Which is why I wasn't making a big deal about opening these up.
That's right.
Let me have fun. Katie Seagal. Starring Katie Seagal, Ed O'Neill, Christina Applegate, and David Faustino is being pitched to networks and streamers.
Who's going to do the voices? Are they bringing them back for the voices?
Yes. That's
He
the
just
voice.
read
Really?
their names.
It's an animated.
Oh, yeah, I know. I thought I wasn't paying attention because I was smelling the
Wait a
toffee
minute. You weren't paying
Oreos.
attention to my story? Anyway, shut the fuck up.
But nobody asked for this.
The new take on the
want
87
this.
Fox sitcom is written by Family Guy executive producer Alex Carter, who serves as showrunner. He's been working on an animated project for over a year and closed deals with a quartet of Married with Children stars before taking it out to sell. They don't know where it will land. Fox, Hulu, and Peacock are considered the logical destinations because Married with Children aired from 87 to 97 on Fox. And also adult animation is in Fox's DNA. Let's see here. Hulu and Peacock are streamers that carry the original series, and adding the new installment would enhance their current collection, bring new viewers to old episodes.
And the logo channel has it, by the way, too.
Does it?
Right, yeah.
I don't understand. Like, I do not see Married with Children. It says it remains popular in syndication. I do not see it in syndication at all.
I've been watching lots
watching
of
the right
reruns in the
channels.
past year.
Really?
I even talked about it.
Yeah, I
but
know
you
you
weren't
did.
listening.
No, I wasn't. What?
No.
What?
But no, I was making a comment. And, I find the irony of it. Back when it was originally on TV, it was the far right that wanted it canceled.
Yeah.
If it was running today, it'd be the far left.
Yes.
That would want it canceled.
Correct. We've evolved as a society, haven't we?
That's what evolution is.
We're sending soft porn into space, Jason.
Send nudes. Send nudes.
A naked body is not pornographic.
What you do with that nude body is
What the
porno.
aliens are going to do with it is shit.
If only Josh Gad could.
And if I've learned anything by watching movies about aliens, no other alien species wears clothing. They would be confused if they saw. Because you watch things like Signs. These highly intelligent beings that created interstellar travel are coming down not wearing any clothes
No,
on a world that is full of the substance that will kill them.
I would love to see.
I mean, all they have to do is wear raincoats and it'd be a lot safer.
You know, Martians didn't wear masks when they invaded Earth. If they did, they would have been safe from the germs.
Time out. Let's go back. I'll get on yours in a second. Can we go back to yours? I think Signs would not be as creepy, like in some of the parts, if they had raincoats on. Like Paddington Bear?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, we're getting attacked by Paddington Bear aliens? Okay. Let's see here.
No, look how soft and cuddly they are.
Created by Michael Morey and the late Ron Leavitt, the show follows the Chicago lives of Al Bundy, a misogynistic women's shoe salesman, his lazy wife Peggy, and their children Kelly and Bud. Married with Children follow-up has been around for years, with reports 6 years ago that Faustino, hey, I still want a job, people, pitched an idea to Sony about a divorced Bud moving back to the old house with his ex-wife and his best friend, while Al and Peg live in Vegas after winning the lottery. Titled Bud, the potential spinoff reportedly came close to reality, backed by the original co-creator Maury as executive producer and Sony TV, but ultimately did not move forward over objections from the son of the other original co-creator, Ron Levitt. You know what? Thank you, Ron Levitt's son. Thank you. We did not see that. Didn't need to see that.
It might have been great.
The other stars said they were supporting it. Let's see here. Gradually, the idea for an animated series emerged as it easily accommodates actors' existing commitments and still could feature some signature elements of the original series, like its famous theme song, Frank Sinatra's Love and Marriage. Sony TV recently took the same route with another classic sitcom in its catalog. Norman Lear's Good Times is getting an animated version with the works at Netflix. Is anybody calling for a Good Times animated film
I am.
show?
Rerun?
No. JJ Dynamite.
Oh, I got the wrong
Is
show.
Janet Jackson
Sorry.
coming back for it?
She should.
Does anybody want a Married with Children animated show?
No.
I'd watch it.
I mean, I'd probably watch it just because I watched the show, but I don't know why.
I would watch it, and if they did well, I would continue to watch it, but I would give it a chance.
Brian, put down the poster for the show. I would watch it, but I don't know why. Just put
I would
that.
give it a chance.
Hobie says, I would watch it, don't know why.
And then maybe a year later, I'll get around to it after you guys have talked about it. Kind of like Ted Lasso.
Or Jessica Jones. Per Insider, where
You won't do it.
where Brian gets all of his news.
If I can get past the paywall.
A Wisconsin couple died from electrocution after attempting a viral art technique in their garage, officials said last week. This was actually a couple weeks ago. The bodies of Tanya Rodriguez, 44, and James Carolfi, 52, were discovered earlier this month in their garage.
Karolfi.
Thank you. After officers responded to a fire at their house in Marathon County, Wisconsin. In a statement, the Marathon County Sheriff's Office said the couple died prior to the fire in their home while doing a crafting technique called fractal or Lichtenberg wood burning. I think I was right.
I think you were.
What the hell's wrong with me? Well, I'm out of it now. Hold on. Snapped out of that one. Quote, foul play has been rolled out and the deaths were found to be accidental in nature and are believed to be caused by electrocution from fractal wood burning, a technique in which high-voltage electricity is used to burn lightning or tree-like patterns into wood that has been soaked in a chemical solution.
It's very dangerous.
Obviously. The department said in a statement, quote, through the investigation, it was determined that the fire started in the garage before spreading to the home. We believe that fractal wood burning equipment that caused the electrocutions likely caused the fire. Oh, there you go. The technique, which we just talked about, involves a high-voltage transformer, Optimus Prime, often repurposed from a microwave. I'm sorry, what? Is employed by woodworkers to decorate various wooden items, including decor items and wood cutting boards. Cutting boards.
Professional woodworkers.
Yes. Videos of the process have gone viral on social media platforms like OnlyFans.
Well, I
including
guess that
TikTok.
means I can do it now, too.
And we don't want you guys doing this, but here you can find it with hashtag wood turning.
Why didn't they just eat Tide Pods?
Yeah. Garnering hundreds of millions of views on the popular video app. According to the American Association of Wood Turners, nearly 3 dozen people have died from fractal burning since 2017. That's really not that bad.
Wood turning is a lot different
Than wood burning.
Yeah,
Yes.
wood burning.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was an American Association of Wood Turners.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. They, I love their award show every year.
They turn wood.
It's right after the CMT Awards or whatever it is.
Jason, I actually ordered fractal wood burning
Okay.
equipment to be delivered to your house.
Okay, great. Great. I feel like my 5-year-old could do it.
Yeah, you got it for your kids.
Yeah. Why is
children's toy.
Why is this microwave broken? It's just a transformer. It's fine. You're fine.
That's what I love is they're right off the bat. Foul play has been rolled out as found to be accidental in nature. I'm like, so what they're telling you is if you want to kill somebody, bring over a bunch of fractal burning equipment
Shush!
and then burn
Shush.
the house.
Set it up in the Hobie lab.
Dateline NBC this week says, we thought it was an accident. We saw all this wood burning stuff. Who knew?
But it turned out they were shot.
Overdose on Tide Pods.
When we did a second autopsy, that first guy was really bad. Quote from, this is from the wood turners, quote, high voltage electricity is the invisible killer. Is it? The user cannot see the danger, Rick Baker, who chairs the association's safety committee, wrote on the association's website, quote, it's easy to see the danger of a spinning saw blade. It's very obvious that coming into contact with a moving blade will cause an injury, but in almost all cases, a spinning blade will not kill you. I beg to differ on that.
What, Rick Baker, as in the horror...
Yes.
I think it's a different Rick
Yeah,
Baker, but
I know. With fractal burning, one small mistake and you're dead. Thanks, Rick.
One small mistake.
So,
very easy to do.
yes, please don't do fractal burning unless you want to.
Unless you're okay with dying.
I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying it's a free world, people. Well, for a little bit longer. So, you know,
Down the hall.
No, until the aliens come.
Down the hall.
Down the hall to the Alien Podcast.
Send nudes. Speaking of that,
Stop saying that.
our Aliens podcast, Said Nudes, I'm Horny, is going to be on the Hobie Podcast Network next week, first episode. So there you go. It's right after the review show of Blake reviewing porn. Let's see here. Moving on. No, that's all I got. Jeff, let's do some plot lines.
Wow, it's time to grab your balls of fury. It's Plotlines with Jeff and Jason.
And Blake, Jim, and Brian.
Hey,
Hey.
we got included in the theme song.
All right.
Yeah.
Jeff, explain what plot lines is, because we don't do it often.
But
don't.
it's a fantastic bit.
It is. We need some listeners to help us with this.
Plot lines is when a listener, or even if you don't listen and just want to send it or
Yep.
have someone send us the title of a movie and the year it came out, and we try to guess the plot of said movie and potential actors in the movie.
Yes. And we can all help each other, or we can do individual plots.
Yes.
So, Jim, you go ahead first.
Well, should we read the title?
Oh, I
of
guess
the
that would
year?
help.
Yes. The title is Bad Boy Bubby from 1993.
Oh.
I am going to say it's going to be about a young man who is orphaned, and he is on the wrong track of his life, and then he has to try and turn it around
How does he turn it around?
through the church.
Oh.
And it's going to star.
Kirk Cameron or Kevin Sorbo?
I'm going. What? Bill from Bill and Ted's Adventure.
Alex Winter?
Alex Winter.
Okay. Okay. That's a tough one.
I think it's
Go
going
ahead.
to be a horror movie
Ooh. Boo.
where the statue of a fast food restaurant comes to life. And
What does this statue look like?
It looks
Big
like my
boy.
roommate from college.
Okay.
Looks like Tim Martin.
Whoa.
If you know who that is.
Okay.
Our 4 viewers that know Tim Martin. Listeners.
We have a lot more listeners than that.
I thought it'd be like
But only 4 of them know who Tim Martin is.
Okay.
Frisch's Big Boy. I thought you were going that route.
That's exactly the route I'm going.
oh, shit.
I like that idea.
Jeff's roommate was nicknamed Big Boy, and our friend was nicknamed Frisch.
So do you think, like this big boy statue, does he like kill them like physically?
Smashes
or
them
does he
with
give them
the-
food poisoning?
No, he smashes them with the giant burger he's holding in his hand.
Burger platter.
I like that.
Who's going to star in it? Your roommate from college?
That's what I was going to say, yes.
Well, we need a named actor.
No one would want to watch him.
We need a named actor.
Well, you're right. No one would. No, that's why no one knows this movie.
It's going to star Small Jeff.
Yes.
Okay.
That was another nickname he got. Small Jeff.
Why?
Because, well, his name was Jeff, and
Oh.
I was my roommate, so we're both named Jeff. And so to differentiate us, they called me Big Jeff and him Small Jeff.
Oh.
He looks like the big boy.
And he was small.
And he was small. I'm like, no. You can't call him small. He is not small. I don't care if he's smaller than me. He's not small.
Did he own a pair of red and white checkered
Overalls?
overalls?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, no.
And that was the thing is, I didn't realize that people were calling him Big Boy. It was my friends who did not know him or who wasn't friends with him. And after I had a falling out with him and he moved out, then they started. I was like, I don't believe you were able to live with him as long as you did. And I'm like, well, until the end, it was fine. But
So he started
No.
bringing Frisch's home every day
No,
for
it wasn't.
dinner.
yeah, well, Jim hated him the first time he met him.
It took 3 minutes. And then he locked me out of the room.
Blake, what's your movie?
1993. Okay, I think this is Disney,
Okay.
and it's about a young woman coming of age story where her monthly
On the
visit
lane from Milan to Minsk.
visited by her bad boy Bubby once a month.
What's a bad boy Bubby?
Once a month.
Once
Once a month visitor.
Her uncle?
No, it would be her aunt.
Oh, okay. Flo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who stars in it?
Flo, before she was famous.
From Progressive, okay.
Unless Joan Hart.
Like that. I'm going to say it's a 19... Oh, go ahead, Brian. You go first. Go
Well,
ahead.
1993. Hold on, could it be Gina Gershon?
No, there you go.
There you go.
It could be.
There you go.
So I'll say that it is about a kid who moves to a new high school, and he's Jewish.
You start doing an airborne remake here, I'm going to smack you.
And he gets bullied all the time. And he...
Starts rollerblading.
No. Let's say he starts
1993.
playing floor hockey or roller hockey. No. So he befriends the
Janitor.
no.
Superintendent.
What are you trying to make this Rudy or something?
Yes. Charles S. Dutton is in it. He tries out for the football team, makes it.
No.
And they start chanting his name because they wouldn't let him play until the final game.
Buddy.
Bubby. That's a great story. I like it, Brian.
Well, that's yours.
No, I'm joining his.
No.
No, that's what we did. We came up with that while we were being Dungeons & Dragons this week. Good job, Brian. Okay, well, what is Bad Boy Bubby?
I want to hear the
Dragons
rest
this
of...
week? I thought you guys were winning G.I. Joe.
Oh, we did that too. The G.I. Joe.
No, he befriends the...
Superintendent.
All right. So
Don't you be taking this out.
You're
what is
on the
Bad Boy
list.
Bubby?
Brian, does anyone have it? Okay.
I'll get it.
No, I got it.
Oh, I thought Jim was looking it up.
It's a 1993 black comedy film
Oh,
written
I
and
have
directed by Rolf D. Hera and starring Nicholas Hope, Claire Benito, Ralph Cotterell, and Carmel Johnson.
Bad Boy Bubby is just that, a bad boy. So bad, in fact, his mother has kept him locked in their house by convincing him the air outside's poisonous. After a visit from his estranged father, circumstances force Bubby into the waiting world, a place which is just as unusual to him as he is to the world.
He and his mother regularly have incest sex.
What?
I'm not kidding. With his mother often encouraging Bubby to find... Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
I'm about to say, this kind of sounds like a cross between Bubble Boy and The Truman Show, and then Jason makes it bad.
The two have no other company except for a pet cat, which he accidentally kills with cling wrap.
Jesus Christ.
I am not going to watch this.
Was there a listener who sent this to us?
I cannot confirm nor deny. This was my pick. I had no idea what it was about. I literally put strange films from the 1990s, and this came up.
Bad Boy Bubby.
So it's
Do
an
not
Australian film.
Oh, g'day, mate.
So no one is being killed with a giant hamburger.
I would rather see that.
So it won Best Director, Best Screenplay, and the Audience Award winner film in the, let's see, what was this?
What award-giving body did that?
When the film was released in Italy, a coalition of animal rights groups tried to set up a boycott of Australian products, alleging that
Italy, shut up, man.
Bubby's pet cat was wrapped in plastic wrapping and suffocated to death on film. But the director, Rolf D. Hare, said that none of that is true. The cat scenes were carefully filmed with a vet and an animal cruelty inspector on set. Nicholas Hope, the star of it, said in an onstage interview included on the DVD of the film, says, there were two cats. Only one survived. What? One of which became a pet of the crew. No,
The last time
Oh, geez, quit doing that.
Yeah.
The other was a feral cat that was put down by a vet after filming.
So only one did survive. What the fuck? But that was after filming. It didn't die on the set. It wasn't injured on the set.
I said Will Ferrell's cat?
Yes, Will Ferrell's cat. That kid is playing soccer. Get off the roof. Oh, no, that's what it was. Get off the roof. That's what, Jim. Give me a tube roof. Anyways, moving on. What's your name? Jeff. Give me box office news.
Box office news. I'm on the wrong page.
Time out. If you listeners do want to send in a plot lines for a film, please do. Send us at Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter, or you can go to our Facebook page at the History of Bad Ideas.
Yes. Hashtag plotline.
Yep.
Box office news and report this week of May 14th through May 16th of 2022. Surprisingly, number one movie this week was Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness again.
Still need to see it.
Made another $61 million, a total of $292 million on a $200 million budget.
Okay.
The Bad Guys finished at number 2 again, made $6.9 million, a total of $66.5 million on a $69 million budget.
Nice.
I think it's up to 140 worldwide.
6.9 and 69. Oh, Tide Pods.
Coming in at number 3, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, still strong with $4.6 million, a total of $176 million on a $90 million budget.
90 million.
No.
And coming in at number 4, in its opening weekend, pulling out only $3.8 million on a $12 million budget, Firestarter.
Total worldwide, 5 million.
I will say $12 million is kind of small for a budget, especially something where it's going to have a lot of fire special effects in it.
Well, that's why it panned, because they didn't have that many special effects.
There's only one fire scene. It was a bonfire.
Oh, no, it wasn't special effects. They just burnt down houses.
Well,
And that's what's going on in
her special
New Mexico
power-
right now.
It was filmed right after the baby reveal, the gender reveal party.
in California last year.
They filmed some of it down in Gatlinburg.
Oh,
her special power is rubbing flint and steel together.
I thought it was just the fireplace app, like you can get on your TV. Like they just superimpose it onto the screen.
it's a big $12 million budget.
The Yule log station.
Yeah.
According to the reviews, it might be better watching that than this.
And still staying in the top 5. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once made another $3.3 million, a total of $47 million on a $25 million budget.
Speaking of Firestarter, is it Dave Franco that's in it, I think? And so there was an actual article, I think it was on Deadline, that was like, Dave Franco really needs to have a talk with his agent. It's like, oh.
I was unaware Dave Franco was in that.
He's one of the
He's an
Francos.
after party.
Oh.
He's the one who gets killed.
Oh. Spoilers, because I'm not watching that.
That's like the first thing you see.
Oh, great. Spoilers.
You see his body lying on the shore of at the bottom of the cliff that his house is on. That's how the show opens.
Oh, I did see The Northman this week.
How was
Oh,
that?
yes. Let's hear.
It was fantastic.
Was it brutal and violent?
Some parts of it, yes, but it was also, it was very
Artsy?
yes.
Okay.
I guess that's the best way to describe it. It had a really good story to it, but it was also Vikings.
They said, come for the pillaging, stay for the story.
Was it better than Fast 9?
I will tell you next week because I will watch Fast 9 tonight when I get home. I don't. No, it was really good. I can understand why people didn't like it, but it was a tad long. It was like 2.5 or like 2 hours and 20 minutes, and it felt 2 hours. Like, you know what I mean?
Did one of the Skarsgård brothers do well in it?
Alexander.
Yes.
Yes, he was the main character, and he was
did good?
fantastic.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
his brother in it at all? I just thought the way Jason was saying it, I was assuming both brothers were in it, but
Or is the Skarsgårds in it, too, who aren't related? Their names just similar.
Oh yeah, Peter Sarsgaard and Alexander Skarsgård.
Yes.
Yes.
They were in it?
Yep. No,
Gotcha.
they are not. Yeah, it was. I'm glad I saw it in the theater because it definitely wouldn't have been the same watching it at home. Like,
So it's not the same, like, if I watch it on my phone, it'd be a lot worse.
I mean, cinematically, just for the music alone and for the effects and like the fight scenes and battle scenes, like the music is just like it's good. I highly recommend it.
Braveheart-esque?
Somewhat.
with a better story.
Less racist actors, too.
I mean,
Oh, that's wait to be decided.
No. Hey, Jim, what he's saying is don't watch it on your Quibi app, is what he's saying. You should be in theater.
Did they actually
remember like 3 or
We're
4
not
weeks
making fun of it.
ago
Quibi
when you
was a
said we
phone
were done
app.
talking about it?
Quibi was a phone
No, it wasn't a phone.
app.
It was an app on your phone.
I'm trying not to talk about it, and you're talking about it.
So for the movie,
So
how
I'm
did
gonna
you know
get
which
out of
room to
here.
go into? Did they actually put the name of the movie over the door?
Yeah, it was. It was.
So you didn't have to like look at like. Figure
Unlike the
out,
posters.
like the movie posters.
No, yeah, it was on the movie ticket. It was on the door.
Did Dr. Dana like it?
She did.
Okay.
Upcoming May 20th, 2022, we have. Well, somebody wrote Downtown Abbey: a new era,
And this is why he's not promoted.
but I think it's supposed to be Downton Abbey.
Brian, next week we'll talk about this.
Let's talk about it right now.
That's what I call it, Downtown Abbey.
Downton Abbey: A New Era. Follow up to the 2019 feature film in which the Crowley family and Downton staff received a royal visit from the King and Queen of Great Britain.
Anybody interested?
No.
I saw the trailer for this when we saw The Northman, and
Don't they
oh
go
my
like
god!
Don't they like go on a vacation in the French
To the-
French
yes.
Riviera?
Yes, somebody leaves one of the old ladies a villa in the south of France. Oh, Jesus.
Can we leave Grandma alone? I guess we are.
And also coming out, we have Bob's Burgers.
The Belchers try to save the restaurant from closing as a sinkhole forms in front of it, while the kids try to solve a mystery that could save their family's restaurant.
Pretty much a large version of the episode of the show. Okay. An hour and a half episode on the big screen.
Okay, moving on.
Moving right along.
Top 5 this week. Top 5 is top 5 favorite sitcom actors or actresses. What's our top 5 this week? I'll go first. Let's see here. Number 5 for me is Steve Carell from The Office. I would put him higher, but I did not like him in Space Force that much.
No one liked Space Force.
And I haven't seen The
did.
Morning Show.
That's not a
That's
sitcom.
not a sitcom.
Isn't it a sitcom?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Not at all.
Situation comedy.
It is
No.
a drama.
It's
It is
nothing close to a
not
sitcom.
funny at all.
So it's like Good Girls.
Shut up.
So, okay, I did not know. I thought it was more of a comedy.
No,
No.
not at all.
Well, I knew it was like some dark elements, but I thought it was, okay.
Nothing about that show is funny.
Okay. So, Steve Carell, great on The Office. The show drastically fell off when he left. They kind of came back at the end, but you could definitely tell he pulled that whole thing together.
Yeah, I think the biggest mistake was moving Ed Helms to them.
Yeah.
It was just rough.
Well, they moved him to the thing, and then he started
did
doing movies,
movies.
so he
He
couldn't
was-
be on the show.
Right.
Yeah, that was a problem. Yeah, making him the boss and then him leaving
For the
show
Hangovers.
for a long.
If he was able to stay on, I think he had a very good Michael
Yeah.
vibe. But yeah, he was gone too much.
Yeah, it was weird.
And then the storyline of when he came back
Yeah, that was
was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Number 5 for you, Jim.
Number 5 for me, I hobied this. I did Seth MacFarlane. Again, you have him in all the cartoons, sitcoms he does, and then the Orville,
Yep.
and then Mila Kunis,
Okay.
Meg.
Meg, and from
Shut up, Meg.
70s show.
that 70s show.
Okay. I like that thing. Number 5 for you, Brian.
Number 5 for me, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
She's part of my number 2.
That's my number 2 too.
She's my number 3.
Honorable mention.
Put her on the board.
Man.
God,
Took some down.
Well, the thing is, you have her from lots of things.
Yeah.
And honestly, in my opinion, Seinfeld's the weakest of the things.
Veep,
Veep, Curb, Arrested, Seinfeld.
New Adventures of Old
Adventures
Christine.
of Old.
Yeah. I mean, she was on SNL.
With Phil
Yeah,
Coulson.
Saturday Night Live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 5 for you.
Yes, he stole my number 2. But yeah, same thing. Sitcom. Steve Carell would have been on my list, but I had to rule things out. Like, did I see their recent work? And I completely avoided Space Force,
Okay.
so I couldn't put him on there. But anyways, those are my rules. No, so number 5, John Ritter.
Yep.
That's a good one.
I grew up watching Three's Company, and I liked the 8 Simple Rules, even though it was cut short. I didn't even know it had what's her name in it from
Kaylee Cuoco?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kelly Cuoco. From The Stewardess. or whatever that fuck
Or
TV.
from
Big Bang
Flight
Theory.
attendant?
Yes, the flight attendant.
or from the sitcom she was on, Big Bang Theory.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were referring to the fact that she was on Charmed for the last
Oh, yeah, that too.
Come
exactly.
on and knock on my door.
So I know
season. On my door.
the things that we
I'll
could
be
do with
waiting
CGI,
for
we could probably
you.
put them in a new sitcom.
Number 5 for you, Jeff.
Number 5 for me. I tried to get somebody who's probably was good in multiple shows, but this one is one of the best comedic performances that I can think of. But it was really only one show that I think this person is known for. But I picked Nick Offerman
Okay.
from Parks and
and Rec.
Recreation. His Ron Swanson is like the highlight of the last 20 years of.
See, that's how like I did it with The Office with Steve Carell. Like, he's carried... There's a lot of good ensemble cast, but he carried it, like, when you think of that show. I like that. It's a good pick.
Would his wife be on someone's list?
She could be on someone's list.
Not mine.
Oh, Mulele?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did a...
She's in a ton of sitcoms.
Actually, she was even on
Parks and Rec.
Seinfeld back in the day. She was on there for an episode, too. I was like,
Like
holy
everybody
crap,
was
this
on Seinfeld for
Mulele,
an
yeah.
episode.
You know, there's a...
Jerry, you
That's right. There
you
you
dump a girl every week.
go. There you go. There's a lead into another top 5 slot of mine.
Okay. Number 4 for you, Jeff?
Oh, we're back to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, we've been doing it for 443 episodes.
Number 4 for me is Katie Seagal.
Okay.
8 Simple Rules?
Sons of Anarchy.
That's not a sitcom.
That's why I said it. I just wanted a reaction.
Of the new animated series coming out?
Yes, I mean she's going to be great in the animated
Futurama.
Yeah, but yes, Married with Children, Futurama. The other one that
Married
everyone,
with Children.
8 Simple Rules.
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Number 4, Blake.
Number 4, Jason Bateman. I'm talking,
Ozark.
yeah.
Silver
Arrested
Spoon.
Development.
Silver Spoon.
Silver Spoons.
It's your move.
Yeah.
It's Your Move. Arrested Development. Yeah.
I'll watch if he's
The
in
Hogan
it.
family.
If he's in it, I'm going to watch it.
Wasn't that the Duncan family then?
The Duncan.
No.
It was Valerie.
Valerie. that's what it
Valerie
was.
first, and
Sandy
then it
Duncan was in it.
Then it was Valerie's family after
Yeah.
they got rid of Valerie Harper and replaced her with Sandy Duncan. And then after a season of that, they decided we'll just drop the name Valerie completely, and then they called it the Hogan family for about 4 or 5 years.
There you go. Number 4 for you.
Number 4 for me, Bryan Cranston.
Oh, Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle. He was
Breaking
in,
Bad.
Yes. Not a sitcom.
Well, it depends on how you look at it.
Yeah,
recurring.
he was Tim Watley on Seinfeld.
Yes.
He was in King of Queens for most of a season.
The anti-dentite.
Yeah. What else? There was another one that
The
he
regifter.
was. Can't remember.
Jim, number 4.
Number 4, I'll hobby this one too. They have nothing to do with each other, but I'm just going to put them in there. H. John Benjamin,
Honorable mention.
Oh yeah.
Archer, and
Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers,
Phrasing.
and Neil Flynn.
What did he do?
He was the Jan
Jan Tor.
and then he was the
Mike Heck on the middle.
middle.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I got you. My number 4 is Don Knotts, Andy Griffith Show, and Three's Company.
Company.
Come on and knock on my door.
Mr. Furley.
Yep.
We've had a discussion about Three's Company at work in the past. And I really hated the episodes with Mr. Furley. I thought like the Ropers left and Mr. Furley moved in, and I thought the show just every scene he was in was just grinding.
I liked him on Andy Griffith.
He's good on Andy Griffith, but
I
I just
It was
hated Mr.
so
Furley.
like
When
over
he looked
the top
at the
dumb.
camera
like,
and made that face. Woo.
yeah.
You on Three's Company?
Yeah.
With the giant neckerchiefs? I mean, come on, man.
And the fact that the network screwed over Norman Fell on the
Yeah.
whole deal too.
We'll give you your own show.
We'll give you your own show, but I don't want my own show. But we're giving you your but I prefer to just stay on this one. Okay, well, if your show don't work, then
You can come back.
So if your show only lasts a season, then we'll bring you back. So they renewed it for a second season. knowing they were going to cancel it, but so they wouldn't have to bring him back on.
But you're right. Norman Fell was so low key in Three's Company,
Yes.
and that was his charm with his character.
Yes.
right.
You didn't
And then
need
Don
an
Knotts
outrageous
comes in and
person.
goes way over the top.
Yeah, you already had John Ritter being kind of that over the top character.
Yeah.
and you just needed.
Well, he was slapsticky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And Don Knotts had to go far over the top than John Ritter's slapstick. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just my 2
you
cents.
need a straight man.
Yeah.
Not saying Don Knotts isn't great in other things he did. Yeah.
True. And then Suzanne Summers, they had to replace her with 2 girls. You know, she was that valuable.
Well, actually, they replaced her with one girl, and they realized, oh, this is terrible.
We need
then
a
they brought
second
in
one. That's
another
right.
girl.
That's right.
They got rid of the first replacement. It's not like she's still hung around.
Number 3 for me is Phil Hartman from News Radio and The Simpsons. And Saturday Night Live, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unfrozen caveman lawyer.
He probably would be number 1 if he would have lasted a little bit longer.
If he would have lived,
Yeah. Stupid lady.
Yeah.
Number 3
Stupid
for
Andy
you.
Dick.
Yeah, it was Andy.
number 3. You
got arrested
Really,
again.
really, you're going to waste my number 3 like that?
Oh, sorry.
Recently.
It is not Andy Dick.
It's Joe Rogan.
My number 3, I'm hoping all these because I have a ton of them. I'm going to go Rob McElhaney from
It's Always Sunny
Always
in
Sunny.
Philadelphia.
and Mythic Quest,
That's the
Yeah.
name of it. Couldn't remember the name of that.
and another show on Apple. I will go with Jason Sudeikis.
Ted Lasso.
Okay.
Ted Lasso, Son of Zorn,
Saturday Night Live.
Son of Zorn.
Son of Zorn had funny parts, but it was
did
not a
have
good
some-
series over.
I
forgot about
enjoyed
that.
He was,
Son of Zorn.
and he had so many cameos on so many good shows. Like he was in The Last Man on Earth for like 12, 15 episodes. Yeah, I had him.
Is it a cameo if you're on for 12 or 15
I mean, like,
episodes?
it's not well when it's 23
Guest-
Or minor role.
guest starring.
Yeah,
Guest-
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, yeah, that's right.
When you have as many episodes as Arrow does in a season, it's a guest star.
Okay.
Number 3 for you, Brian.
Number 3 for me, Michael J. Fox.
Okay. Spin City.
Spin City,
Family Ties.
Family Ties,
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Curb Your Enthusiasm,
Great.
Good Wife.
The Good Wife, The Good Fight, Sons of Anarchy, Rescue Me.
Rescue me.
Back to the Future. Oh,
Yeah, you're right. I should have put him on my.
Sure, they'll do a Back to the Future animated series soon.
Now I feel disappointed. I forgot
I should have
Michael
put
J.
Scott Valentine on my list.
Who?
The guy who played Nick, Mallory's boyfriend.
Oh,
Yeah,
you can put,
yo,
is Mallory on
the
your list?
wannabe
No.
Sylvester Stallone.
yo.
The wannabe Sylvester Stallone.
Justine Bateman.
She didn't make my list either.
Number
Neither
3.
did Tina Yothers
Number 3, Blake.
But Justine Bateman was great in the Arrested Development.
for that one episode.
Two or
she
three
was on.
episodes.
Oh.
Guest star.
Yeah. So number 3, ranked below Julia Louis-Dreyfus, would be Seinfeld, even though he's only on one show.
Jerry himself.
He was not a good actor, and he admits it.
But I would still watch him.
Yeah.
If he started another show, I wouldn't miss it.
Number 3 for you.
His
Number
other
3
show,
for me was Julia
comedians
Louis-Dreyfus.
getting
Yeah.
coffee in
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah. Does that actually count as a sitcom? Because it's actually kind of
The Golden Boys, which I pitched
Interview.
last week, that's getting picked up by Hulu.
Yeah, sure it is.
It's actually not.
Yeah. They're just recasting them all. Number 3.
But number 3 for me was Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Okay.
Number 2 for me is Eliza Coupe.
Who's that?
She's an actress. She
Thank you.
got
That's
her-
enough.
That's
she got
enough.
Her name's Eliza.
Number
got
2
her
for you,
start-
Blake.
her start in Scrubs, where I first
No,
noticed.
never mind. Forget it.
She was in like the last,
Last
she was
2
the
seasons, she-
yeah.
She was
the aggressive girl,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
Yep.
she went into Happy
Happy
Endings,
ending. Yep.
and just the newly canceled Pivoting show. She was in that,
Which just got canceled.
which just got canceled.
Number 2
And
for
I
you.
watched it mainly because she was in it.
I heard it was good.
It was okay. The 3 main characters were all kind of annoying in their own way, and it's like, okay, tone down the annoying on each of them, and it might be all right. But now they don't have to because they're not making any more.
Number 2, Blake. Blake.
Is Jeff done?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm just double checking.
Yep, I'm done. Go ahead.
It was Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Okay.
Oh,
Number 2 for you, Brian.
Number 2 for me, Ted Danson.
that's my number 1.
He has a hell of a resume.
He does. That's why he's my number one.
But yeah, he was in Curb as well.
CSI.
Cheers. The Good Place.
CSI.
I haven't
The
watched
Good
those.
Place.
On the bus when he was the bus station or what? He was at the diner.
Diner. Well, he was a doctor.
Yeah.
And the diner. What the Becker.
Becker.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
What was the HBO show that he was on?
Becker was so much better than he had any right to be.
He was on an HBO show with Jason Schwartzman.
Oh yeah, he was.
I cannot
That
remember.
was a detective show, wasn't it? Like,
but it was a comedy.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But he's just been in so many like good.
I mean, yeah, he was like also on Fargo, but that wasn't really a comedy.
It's not a comedy, but
Maybe if you consider
Bored to Death.
Bored to Death. Yeah.
That was your number 2?
That was my number 2.
Jim.
My number 2, I hope he does. Let's go Danny Masterson, Bill Cosby.
Oh.
No, that's...
But they were both in multiple shows you liked.
Yeah.
Now, my number 2 for the Hobie will be Ed O'Neill.
That's my number 1.
And Danny DeVito.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Just, you love him as Louis De Palma, and then Frank Reynolds is just incredible.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing how many years in between Taxi and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I feel like it's the same character, right?
No.
No.
Do you have a toe knife? My number 2 is Jason Alexander and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I love Jason Alexander. I love Julia Louis-Dreyfus in Seinfeld. So there you go. My number 1 was Ed O'Neill. Number 1?
My number 1, I hope he does. These two guys were on the same show. They were both on... I forgot the name of the show. Party Down. Martin Starr and Adam Scott.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I love Adam Scott. Torque.
Parks and Rec.
Torque.
We're talking TV shows.
It was a sitcom, wasn't it?
Yeah. No. Torque was an action movie, not a
was an
sitcom
action
television
film.
But everything that Martin Starr shows up in is just fantastic. Mm-hmm. Again, Silicon Valley.
Freaks and Geeks.
Undeclared.
Yep.
Number 1 for you.
He
Bro?
was in an episode or two of Parks and Recreation.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah,
He ran the Snow Globe museum.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Number 1?
Number 1 for me, John Goodman.
Yeah, I looked at him.
He's been in a ton of good stuff.
Yeah.
Roseanne,
Connors.
The Connors,
Normal, Ohio.
Alpha House.
Alpha House.
That is a hilarious
The Righteous
show.
Gemstones. Right
I've yet
now,
to see that one. Alpha House was a very early
The
Amazon
Flintstones.
Prime series about congressmen all sharing a house when they're in D.C.
I know them.
Oh, my God. Great show.
Yeah.
I was telling the listeners, not you.
I think the listeners know. We've talked about it on the show many, many times.
he was very good in The West Wing, even though it's not a sitcom.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
And he was great in Community.
He was.
Liked him as president.
Vice Dean.
Number 1 for you, Blake?
If he's acting it, writing it, or producing it, I'll watch it. Larry David.
I saw that coming.
Yep. Since everybody said, you're like, yeah, he was in Curb. Yep, 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 he was in Curb.
Well, his best work is the voice of George Steinbrenner.
Yes. Hire this man.
Yep, he was in Curb.
I'm surprised Jeff
smell them
Garland
cousins.
didn't make Blake's list.
What's that?
I'm surprised Jeff Garland didn't make your list.
Down the hall.
Jeff Garland's on my other list, along with Masterson, Cosby,
Jeff,
Ricky Schroeder, Kirk Cameron.
what do you think about Ricky Schroeder?
And fuck Ricky Schroeder.
What's your number 1?
My number 1 was
Ted Danson.
Danson.
My honorable mention was Ted McGinley. Sports Center, Sports Night, Married with Children.
He's the Jump the Shark guy.
I really liked
shows
it.
up.
I liked him better than Steve in Married
He was
with
better
Children.
than Steve Rhodes.
Yeah.
I actually like Steve as a foil because Jefferson was just a patsy.
Yeah.
But,
Brian, I am shocked. There's no Kevin James on your list.
Yeah.
Because he's not an actor.
he's an actress. Is that what you're saying?
It's about enough.
No Leah Remini.
Yeah.
She's not an actress.
you know,
She's a
they've been
Mythbuster.
on so many of my lists that I felt like I needed
Need to go
to.
someplace else. Okay.
And I tried to go.
No Mark Paul Gosselaar?
No Dean Cain?
Tiffany Thiessen. My honorable mentions were Ted Knight
Ah, yes.
and Jason Segel.
Ah.
Oh yeah,
I had an honorable mention of Wendy McClendon Covey.
yeah.
Yep.
I
Thomas
had
Lennon would have been a good one.
yeah.
I hold the Odd Couple against him.
Anything else, Brian?
But he
I-
was hand twins with Joey.
That's right. I had John McGinley.
John C.
John C.
John
McGinley?
C. McGinley.
Ah, okay.
As opposed to John B. McGinley.
Yes.
John C. Oh, I was thinking about him.
Yeah, just Scrubs alone, but
I was expecting a lot of Scrubs. from
yeah,
you.
I also
You surprised me.
I did.
Although you stole 2 of them off my list.
I only had one Scrubs person on my list.
Anyone else?
I
only had one
had
Scrubs person on my
and
list.
let's see, I had
Sarah Chalk.
No, I had
Hey,
Liza
she would
Cush.
have been another good one. Linda Cardinelli
Ah.
Yep.
or Cardellini.
Cardellini.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she was funny in ER.
We had
Oh, my sister has a list.
And I do that
My
all the
sister,
time.
Patrice.
I'm
Yes.
never sure.
What'd she
if it's
have?
Cardellini
Her
or
list is
Cardinelli.
not
I
in any
know.
order. She had Betty White, Julia Louise Dreyfus, Danny DeVito, Jason Bateman, and Jessica Walters.
I like that. That's a good no issue. Steve had Everything I Learned from Movies.
Everything I learned from movies.
Had Tina Fey from 30 Rock.
Jessica Walters, yeah. Archer as well, right?
Archer,
Archer
and
and,
Arrested
Arrested
Development.
Development.
Steve Coogan from I'm Alan Partridge. Craig T. Nelson,
Oh, that's a good one.
Nick Offerman, and Ed O'Neill.
I will say the thing about Ed O'Neill, like, especially on what's it called?
Modern Family.
Family. The later seasons of Modern Family, when it was like really starting to get bad.
Yeah.
I'm like watching this stuff, and I made a comment to somebody at work. I'm like, man, the jokes and the things that they make Ed O'Neill do, I feel sorry for him. And he's like, the guy who played Al Bundy, you feel sorry
Yes.
for? I'm like, that's how bad Married with Children has, or not, that's how bad,
Modern Family.
Modern Family has
They
gotten.
could have made him do the things that the guys on Always Sunny made Danny DeVito do.
But those were funny.
Climbing out of the couch.
That was oiled up. That was one of the best slapstick scenes I've seen in a long
Such
time.
a great tribute to Ace Ventura.
The best was the April Fool's Day episode that they didn't air. They just wrote one to see how far Frank would go, or Danny DeVito would go with the character. And it was Frank got arrested, was in prison, and was smuggling shit in his ass.
Did he go for it?
Oh, he was acting. He was doing the episode. These guys just couldn't keep it up. They filmed like a couple scenes.
Blue Waffles 9969 had Elaine. That's his name. What? Elaine.
Don't look up Blue Waffle.
Oh, I'm looking Blue Waffle.
I still have not looked up. Like, that was one of the first things that they tried to have me look up when we were doing the segment on me Googling things.
Google Word of the Week. Number 4, Michael Scott. 3, Eric Cartman.
So he's naming the characters.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 2, Ari Gold. And number 1, President Underwood.
That's not a comedy.
Who did that one?
Blue Waffles.
9969.
And we like them because they promote our show a lot.
President Underwood is from what show?
House of Cards?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Doug, number 1 fan, had Robert Clary. Richard Dawson.
Oh, geez, Doug, really?
Ivan Dixon.
You know, Family Feud was really funny.
No, he's picking the
Bob Crane.
Hogan's Heroes
Oh, yeah.
cast.
Yeah, that's
And
F
Werner
Troop. Isn't
Klemper?
it? That's number 1. Isn't that F Troop?
No.
No.
Brian Ow.
He's like Robert Cleary. I'm like, I know that. Who is he? And then you're like Richard Dawson. I'm like, oh crap.
Number 5, or Brian Auer had Beatrice Arthur, Betty White, Rue McClanahan, and Estelle Getty. Golden Girls. Number 4, Jim Parsons.
Oh, okay. He hope he did. I'm like,
Yeah,
wow,
sorry.
he was really dedicated to the Golden Girls.
Number 5 was the Golden Girls.
Number 4, Jim Parsons. Number 3, Harry Anderson.
Thought about him. He should have been nominated.
This is one I thought about. Bob Newhart. Love Bob Newhart.
I literally liked Newhart. The other stuff from Bob, like I go back and watch the old Bob Newhart show.
I like when he was a comic book artist.
Oh, that was
I
Bob.
thought that was Ted
Yeah.
Knight.
No.
Bob Newhart did a very short-lived one, like less than a season, called Bob.
Yeah.
After he did the Bob Newhart Show and Newhart.
Yeah.
And he was a comic book artist, but Ted Knight also did that on Too Close for Comfort.
Yeah, Too Close for Comfort.
And number 1, John Larroquette.
John Larroquette's a good choice.
That's a very good one.
Did anyone have Meshach Taylor on their list?
No.
Oh, yeah, after... Yeah.
Any Delta Burke?
Dickie Carter?
Chris Richardson had Rowan Atkinson.
Honestly, sorry, Chris, I don't mean to... Gene Smart would have been a good one to put on.
So now Hacks is now out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Delta Burke was on, what, First and 10?
Oh, she was. That was terrible.
Get out. Chris Richardson also had Matt Berry.
Matt Berry, great choice.
Ruth Jones. Dermot Morgan.
Yeah.
And Jason, try to pronounce this one. Richard Aodo.
Ottawati.
Thank you. Awesome. There you go. Bad idea of the week. Firestarter. Number 712. You can see us.
Reboot.
Yes, the reboot.
Well, the using the Yule log superimposed to do your special effects.
But have you seen, like, all the stuff, like, panning the thing, they're all like, and Firestarter is flamed out. It's all the pans are
the
just bad puns. They're worse than the movie.
Number 712, the reviews for Firestarter's puns.
And somebody's like, the one I saw was like Stephen King's. This is a rare miss for a Stephen King made for a movie. And it's like, have you seen half of the movies that
no.
were
The
Have you
Mangler.
seen Maximum Overdrive?
Mangler.
And that was one Stephen King directed.
Lawnmower Man.
I love Maximum Overdrive.
It's still not good.
No, it's not good, but I love it.
Let's see.
You probably love Firestarter.
You can see us at the
No.
Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 22nd through 24th. Nope, that's
23rd through the
23rd through the 25th. Get your tickets at
Sometime in
Cincinnati
September.
Comic Expo.
We'll be there.
Titles for the show.
Number top 5 titles for the show.
You know what,
I'd say
intern?
Number top 5 title for the show.
What's your titles for the show there,
Number
Chief?
top 5 title for the show.
Jim?
I also have the Brian Hour. If they are here, we will eat them. Stop saying send nudes. Blake reviewing porn. The Yule Log Station.
Ooh.
And he was on Curb.
He was on Curb. Why does that sound like you're like trying to like compliment someone? It's like, oh man, that guy's so smooth. He's on Curb.
Jeff,
He's on point. He's
titles
on
for the
fleek.
show.
Jeff, number 5 titles for the show.
Actually, you know what? That is going to be my new compliment now. I'm going to try and make that work. Yeah, he's on Curb. She's on Curb.
Yeah. I have Piece of Candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Coming this fall to something. If they're there, I'll eat them. Send nudes. The Impressionator. Italy, shut up, man. And number 5 title for the show. Number top 5 title for the show.
I like the Italy. Shut up, man.
Shut up, man.
Shut up, man.
I got That's Not a Sitcom. It Just Felt Wrong. And I think that's it. That's all I had. Brian?
I had Coming This Fall to Something. Italy, shut up, man. We listen to our fans.
No, we don't.
Hey, no more Megan.
Oh, my bad.
Recently undeveloped butthole. And the realtor died.
That was even before we started.
Well, the realtor died is the... there you go. Roger says goodbye. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets. There's a history, not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Podcast.
You've been listening to Hobie.